Nice open KO onto Jyair with that orbital strike.
I have the spike.
Get out of my way.
Spike now in hand for Snoops. He's going to have to try to get onto site fast enough. Nice timing to get a shot onto admins. Fear of the meta holding it down in B. And now Snoops just rotating quickly onto the site. Gonna be planting exposed again to be. Oh no, this is a perfect angle for Grebka, who finds the double on the clutch, the Odin. And right there, Fear positioned right in front of Snoops. Snoops trying to plant the same way that Wendler was punished earlier in this same game. And that is not an area that's working for the side of the Dragons, I'd say. They keep smoking and walling off C site and then not planting on favor of C. They're planting completely exposed on B, not expecting a flank, and the flank keeps happening.
Smoke's down.
Very aggressive push forward with the Odin here. He's going to run into a couple members of the Dragons. That's a headshot. That's the first kill on the Snoops.
Stim beacon here.
Stim beacon. Jyair, beautiful headshot from this young gun as Tokes grabs an ult charge on the other side of the map. And Dragons can get access to C-Site yet again. Now in a 3 versus 3. Wendler does has a revive, so he's going to go ahead and use that for Snoops. Really good player to get a revive for. Zurgg finding a nice kill on the backside. Lugus shuts down Wendler from Garage on top of that wall. Good look to rotate from Zurgg. Jyair is now holding up the last member. Did Snoops hear that? He did. Made the call. They're looking for him now. Nice shots. Well controlled with the Guardian long range. And the Odin is not going to be able to be that in that distance.
Not enough there. Grebka
Odin.
Lugus bringing out Odin, trying to put the fear of Asgard into the enemy team here. Did not work that round, though.
Yeah, the Odin is a very strong gun. As Grebka grabs another one. It's so new in the game based on how we know with CSGO. If you're rocking LMGs, you're memeing, you're just trolling. But this game is new, and we're finding a lot of success with LMGs. So it's hard to tell, is the LMG really a good pick in the meta? Or is it just because he's punishing players who are not accounting for certain things, and once they figure it out, then the gun's going to suddenly be useless? You know, one of those things. Hard to really tell. Chaos in the middle of this map. Nice shots by Snoops. Getting a little bit of control here. Playing on that same spot, but being so aggressive this time. So fast, there's no time for the flank to come in. Grebka now looking to make that flank happen as Tokes is getting pushed off by the Incendiary.
There he comes.
But Odin, Stim Beacon. They should know he's there. This is the angle it takes every time. Nice trap wire from Jyair. Full spray, Cyber Cage, and just fish in a barrel for Snoops and Jyair. Nice, well-played shots. Tokes now trying to make something happen. Another trap wire from Jyair. The two perfect angles from this player to hold off. Tokes not able to do enough. Fear of the meta. The shots are too well placed. Tokes too weakened. And the Dragons are able to tie this up 4-4.
Jyair already finding more success than he did in the last game. Cyber. Not even being an offensive-minded agent. So you gotta look for him to have a pretty good game.
That goes there.
Certainly. Jyair looking to make some interesting camera angles happen with Cypher here. That will certainly look for their flank. And being on that other side of their lantern, people coming from A flanking in won't see it. Nice shots opening up for Fear the Meta.
Can't even see the camera on this guy. Getting close. Good placement.
Prepare for
Yeah, that's a
hellfire.
really nice placement for sure. Fear the Meta getting 2 kills already this round. Looking to bring the Dragons into a round lead. What a look by Fear the Meta. Are you kidding me? This player is coming to show up. Came to show up, I should say. Getting distance away from that judge. And now 2 shotguns remain on the side of the Goblins, pushing in to A-Link. Judge for admins, they know as a Bucky.
Prepare for hellfire.
Orbital strike, buying time. Bucky in Heaven's not going to do a whole lot for admins here. Especially not on a character like Sage.
It has been known to snipe before.
He's going to look to make something happen. Knows somebody is in hell. Lugus, close range. Wendler not holding this angle up properly, leaving himself completely exposed. And that's going to be a round victory for the Dragons, getting them the lead back in their favor, 5-4. Neck and neck game so far.
Very much so. We're seeing a lot of different strats of weapons come out, a lot of shotguns, a lot of LMGs being used right now. So this is going to be shaping up to be a pretty exciting one.
The Ares again for grebka. Well, you could only observe the camera if Jyair observes it.
There we go.
Yeah.
Now, where to
Yeah, so only if the player. Same for the Owl drone. If Snoops uses Owl drone, then if we observe him, then we'll be able to watch the Owl drone. Nice shots with Fear and Snoops combination onto Lugus, trying to hold that upper angle. With that wide swing peak that we see is so successful in this game. Finding success again. Trying to find where this Jet player is with this Owl drone. Shooting wildly through the smoke, not able to find him. And now Snoops, knowing the members of the Goblins are so prone to do flanks, now looking for already. Fear as well, the 3-piece. As soon as admins showed up, just as quickly, he went away. grebka with the Ares finding flanks again. This man is finding success with these LMGs. It won't here though. Swinging a little bit too wide around that corner, looking for a better weapon. Getting that, trying to get that upgrade with a Phantom over the Ares, and Fear was ready for it. 15-6 already on the scoreline. Fear and Snoops, this combination of players, showing up both games so far.
This goes here.
This enemy team is using shotguns and LMGs a lot, but they're not having any of that right now.
Ah, this is a nice spot. We will reveal their secrets.
Another Odin pick. Oh!
grebka getting shut down instantly by Snoops with that op. Get your Odin out of my lobby.
Headshot too.
Boy, a nice angle into garage. That's a beautiful recon bolt. Revealing admins. Oh, shoots just under him. Admins pulling a Neo, but Jyair in position to shut him down. Jyair a little aggressive though. He's going to get run into some member of the team. Disrupht ready for it. But luckily for the side of the Dragons, Wendler was equally ready. People shut down Disrupht right away. Nice slow orbs to just stall off the approach. Might just push through it though. Lugus, judge in hand. Finds Wendler, nice shots, but Zurgg takes him down. 1 versus 1. Tokes versus Zurgg. Zurgg finds the headshot. And only a couple bodies on the side of Tokes. 7-4 now, last round of the half. Dragons performing so much better than they did last game.
Absolutely. This map is up for debate as being the more offensive map because there's 3 different sites you can go to. So
Yep.
right now they're performing pretty well. See how it happens when we get half.
As far as the community is considered, Haven and Bind, the 2 maps we've played so far, are the 2 offensive favored maps. Split, which would be the game 3 decider if we get to it, is the more defensive favored. Zurgg looking into this garage, double door. Admin's getting a nice opening pick as Wendler responds.
Oh, trade.
Revive available for Wendler though.
Oh,
Lugus getting that revive on. Or Wendler getting a revive onto Fear. Zurgg falling though, unfortunate for the side of
Prepare for hellfire.
the Dragons. Disrupht coming up big. Lugus as well. Jyair trying to figure out where this Jet is playing. He should have seen that.
Cage triggered.
Jyair didn't see the blade get thrown from that upper angle, it seems. You should be able to track the angle. Fear, 1 versus 2. Can't do it. Tokes finds the final kill. That's going to be 5-7 going to half. Relatively even. Very close match.
round one, switching it to half as they were starting to get a little bit of a deficit. So now we'll see how the Dragons perform on defense.
Yeah, this is going to be a interesting half for sure.
They do have Jyair on Cypher, which can lock down 1 point all by itself.
Yeah, Cypher is extremely talented, defensive focused agent, mostly, as he's locking down C site. Nice camera angle up there.
Nice camera, I like that a lot.
Really high up. Nobody's going to really look for it up there. That's something we were discussing on the customs before we actually started these games. Is if you're using a Cypher and you place your camera way up high, nobody ever looks into the sky for anything.
Also, though, the enemy team knows Cypher's probably going to play C, so they're not going to go there very often.
Yeah, Cypher's pretty much only play C or A. Disrupht getting 2 big kills so far this round. With Tokes. Not able to find enough as much as Disrupht has had. All down to Jyair. Disrupht with a 4-piece. This player showing up. Frenzy in hand. Upgrades to the Ghost at the end. 13-11 now, Disrupht.
That is the unfortunate situation of being a Cypher. You know you're going to lock down 1 point. Enemy team knows you're going to lock down 1 point all by yourself. So they really don't have to push you in all those traps, which makes it hard for you knowing that you're going to have to rotate and do a retake pretty much by yourself if the rest of your team is dead. Very bad position to Cypher.
Jyair's need to figure that out fast. This team is showing up. They're going to be here.
They are coming to him.
Able to get there just in time. Nice shots by Jyair. Able to find the members on C long. Pumps the cage. Only gets 1, but that's still a great hold. Buys time for Zurgg to show up and get the double kill. Can't find the third, but still a 3v2. Snoops finding 1. Huge stall by Jyair. Now 2 versus 1. Admin's bulldog in hand. Zurgg hears him running around. Bomb's going to be planted in just a moment. Admins finds a kill on Wendler. Can Snoops finish off the fight? He can. Admin's not expecting to rotate around like that. Getting upgrades. Doing a little shopping. Shaking his head no on the LMG.
No.
Get that out of my lobby, this man says. 15-9. Snoops here as he clutches up the round. The only member in the lobby to only have 1-digit death count. 59, the second highest kills.
Valuable Cypher is on 1 point. They push the team, and he's able to hold them off and get a trade in for his team to rotate. Very huge.
Yeah, getting that entry frag on the Disrupht there, who's the top fragger so far for the Goblins, who's caught up by that trap wire, and then popping that cyber cage to just stall the approach of the other 4 members of the Goblins. He fell shortly after. That still bought enough time for that full rotation on the side of the Dragons. Playing for mid here now. Snoops going down instantly to the side of Admins. As Fear is looking to try to get some plays happening, but overall 5-3 now with the resurrection on the side of Admins. Zurgg on site trying to hold it down.
Turn around. Oh.
Wasn't able to do enough there. Now Jyair with a Bucky in hand. We'll see if he can do anything here.
The unfortunate scenario I was talking about with Cypher.
Yep, they didn't challenge your 1 of 3 locations, and you're suddenly relatively useless in comparison to any other agent in the game.
Cypher is definitely not a character that is able to retake bomb sites very well with his kit.
Yeah, he's definitely that kind of character where if you know where the Cypher's hanging out every single defensive round as the attacking team, you just challenge the other sides. That's what we see from the Goblins right now, and they're finding success with it. And the one time they challenge the site Cypher's at, that's their 1 round this half that they actually lost.
Absolutely. You're not going to see him challenge C very much, I don't think.
Grebka still rocking it with the LMGs here. Disrupht blasting himself onto site, runs out of ammo, does an updraft just in time to ready his weapon to throw off Wendler. What a play, but that's going to be the only play that happens on the side of the Goblins this round. Take that back, Admin's getting a kill for himself. Now 1 versus 3, trying to go for the plant. Saw that foot. Well, the camera saw that foot. The player didn't recognize those toes peeking around that box just before Fear stepped back. And ready to slow orb. That's just a poor time slow orb activation. And not the perfect awareness of Admins. But it's tough though. In that moment, you're trying to think of so many different things. Should I plant? Should I throw the slow orb? Easier for us when we're just observing. Be able to see everything that happens on our screen. All we know is it was possible for Admins to be ready for it. And he wasn't.
Well, that was a huge round for them too, because they were on a save there and still able to hold down A side so well.
Yeah. B-side, the only one they found consistent success for. That orbital strike forcing those players out. Able to get one kill before Disrupht pushed him down. The wall from the side of Wendler. Buying time, but pushed him into choke point essentially. Tokes frustrated, missed the blast pack. Just spraying down this wall. Ooh, that Hunter's Fury coming out from Snoops. Gets the kill onto Disrupht. Hits Tokes as well. 80 damage on this player. 2 versus 3. Admins can get a heal for him, but they're going to have to find that bomb grab.
I have the spike.
Snoops finds him out. Zurgg's good with a great flank. Admins able to get one. Can he find a second? Can self-heal. Does so. I've seen this player play only Sage every time. Zurgg pushing through with a flash. Nice hide behind the box though from Admins. Ooh, Zurgg finishing up the round. I saw it there as a possibility though. You know that was possible. The moment those two characters challenge at the same time, if Admins gets a headshot onto Jyair and then just kind of swings it a little bit on Zurgg, the time was there, but the shots just weren't for Admins.
It was unfortunate there for the Goblins because they had bomb on site, had control of site, but their bomb carrier died, lived a very bad spot to plant the bombs and successfully pull it out.
Definitely an unfortunate situation for the Goblins. Now trailing behind, this is the reverse scenario of what we saw in the first game. The Dragons are the ones in command and control of this game. Zurgg, he hears a stampede. Lugus full sprint, spring. That close though, your recoil is all over the place, but to be able to hold it down, Jyair not able to find a lot of success. Fear the meta though. 33 HP in a dream. It's gonna be a really tough retake. Healed up, Snoops with a nice kill on Lugus. Wendler with a beautiful martial headshot onto Admins. Incendiary finishing him off as well. Fury saying, screw it, I'm going in. I'm challenging this site. There's actually no members of the Goblins on site. And I believe the bomb is planted on a site location that the last member alive, Tokes, can't actually accurately hold. Definitely won't be able to hold that if he's dead. Planted at default, can't really control that at C long. 2 HP on Fear. Tokes, maybe a little nerves knowing his girlfriend's watching.
Maybe. You might be right. That can get a little nerve-wracking at times.
Yeah, his first game was dominating, the least deaths in the lobby with a high kill count as well. But this round, running at a batting at 50. 500, I should say. Fear not able to get up onto the wall. Wendler doing a little bit early. So as he just looks at him and says, really, bro? You don't let me get on the angle too? Now he's going to have to hold the lower angle, but nobody's even challenging it anyway. Jyair going to have to hold off the site by himself. Sends him back. But knows that's what they're going to be looking to play on. Beautiful camera.
My eyes are down.
They found it. Nice shots. Makes the call.
No more charges.
Goblins though rotating back. Great decision as Tokes gets the kill onto Zurgg's. When they're on the backside hold. Will he shoot too early? Makes the early shot happen. Can only get 2. He could have held that a little bit longer. They had no idea who was there. Well, at least now he's able to get the information for his team. Admin's getting a resurrection. Disrupht getting a kill on his Snoops. Near the meta. Needs to clutch this round. Can't do so if he's dead. Jyair, 1 versus 4. Likely will save.
A huge kill there was Disrupht wrapping all the way to A when he knew the enemy team was going to be rotating to C to help defend it. His team rotates back to B, so he gets the free kill on Snoops right outside of A, who would have no idea he was there. That was a huge play.
This angle from Jyair. On the barrier here, the bracer for the wall.
Oh, yeah.
Up high.
It's kind of hard to notice sometimes.
You're dead if they find you first, but
100%.
You're going to get that first shot off.
Careful now.
The team is searching for him, but not looking in the right places.
Definitely not. And I honestly think Jyair might be dead to the bomb here.
Yeah,
he's going to have to rotate to that peak location of CT site.
He's going to be safe from the enemy team, though.
Oh! Almost got him. That off on the ground, maybe he could have gone and get there fast enough, but not this day. Snoops getting up right back in his own inventory. not missing beat, had plenty of money for that. They were winning so many rounds with Snoops staying alive for it.
That goes there. This goes here.
The Goblins. They really needed that one.
That was a great call on what Disrupht did there.
This is a nice spot.
I'm glad you're checking the map on nice fancy rotations when I'm busy casting the live action.
I'm floating around here. I'm just floating around the whole map.
Off your feet!
I'm glad you are. The Rolling Thunder and Orbital Strike combination not being successful for the side of the Dragons here. Fear's
Lugus
aim, though,
away.
is being
Off your
successful.
feet.
Now trying to hold on the site. Nowhere to run. Just saying, maybe if I jump enough in this corner, it'll do enough. But perfectly spaced
Winnable.
shot. Yeah, winnable. 1 versus 2. I've seen him win these. Going for the wall bang. Nice follow-up shot.
Oh, goodness. He does not
Now
know
1
what
versus
is, though. Now he
1.
does.
Oh, he saw him. Hunter's Fury is ready.
Oh, wow. And he's still
Doesn't go
going.
for it.
Oh,
Does he find the shots?
he's not going to find him. Nope. He knows he's back there, though.
Yeah, now admins in a 1 versus 1 knows where Snoops
With the
is.
op,
Snoops
look at
knows where admins is. No op for either player. That wall, though, is going to be up top.
He knows where he's
Oh,
at.
no. Admins is playing this so
Oh,
beautifully.
he's got an angle.
Challenging with the slow orb. But doesn't follow up. Snoops gets the 4-piece on the round. Admins, you could have had that clutch. He didn't know if Snoops could defuse from that angle or not, so admins pushed aggressively to try to find Snoops. But if admins knew Snoops couldn't defuse around that corner, with that slow orb especially, he could have just held that angle safely and bought a few more seconds needed for the defuse to not be possible.
We've seen from this guy time and time again. Him and Fear just laying down the wall for their team right now.
Yeah, these are definitely players who are dominating in these rounds. These players are performing this well in the full community pubs. Now we're doing tier 1 only pubs. You have to be one of the top players in the community to even perform and play in these lobby. They're still both borderline 30 bombs. Fear, though, not gonna have a chance this round. Fear, yeah, going down to Lugus. Full aggression onto B site. Tokes finding Zurgg. When they're making this winnable. Until he goes down to Disrupht as well.
Oh, good trades. Oh,
Jyair stepping up. Hello, Jyair. Welcome to this round. Those are 2 members are located.
Where they are.
We get an angle on only one of them at a time. There's one's on the right side. They rotated. He doesn't know they rotated. The reload from both players at the same time.
Oh,
Ooh.
huge shot.
Jyair's gonna have a tough time here. He does not have any cyber cages. And yeah, he knows the angle is too good from Tokes. Op in hand. No way he's going to be able to get a defuse off. Not today. Jyair once again barely escaping the grips of that bomb's threat. Match point, though, for the Dragons here. This is game 2. The Goblins won game 1. Grebka not finding the success on offense that he found on defense. I don't think he got a single kill so far on offense.
I think you might be right. He was laying on the wall early with Odin. Putting the fear of Asgard into him, but Asgard has fallen now, as we have not seen LNG play from him yet.
Teleportation coming out from Lugus. Recently changed ultimate. Makes a lot less range for the audio cue.
A huge
You're more vulnerable coming out, but you're definitely the range of the audio cue is lessened. So it's easier to be more sneaky around the map with that teleportation. When around to A site, call it clear. The Dragons leaving it completely open, and Tokes stepping up. Hello.
His last few rounds.
2 massive picks from Tokes, taking down both Fear and Snoops, the 2 leading players that we were talking about. It's now down to the other 3 to be able to step up here, which they can do so. I've seen them do it before. I've seen both Jyair and Zurgg win these.
They're walled off, though.
Cage trigger.
Might be looking to save. Yep, they're going to do it.
It's going to be another save round for the Dragons. They still have a couple rounds to give after this, though. But the Goblins, they're bringing back closer and closer. Round by round.
Huge plays. Oh, a big exit frag there. That'll help out there. Hurting
Absolutely.
Recon a lot more.
Tokes is playing Raze, though, to be fair. So that's more of an offensive side focused character than on defense. Good way of sending out the bot to clear away, using your blast charges, and paint shells to clear out corners, things like that.
Oh, this is
But
the
especially with
best.
that op in hand, he is just laying down the law.
Goes there. This goes
grebka
here.
now, who was so clearly on the top of his team. I was about to make a comment, you might as well keep using LMGs if you see it on the top.
Oh, this is a
He hasn't found a kill yet this half, I believe, and now is at the bottom of his team with one of the highest deaths in the game. Nice
Absolutely.
pick from Wendler to open up the round. Admins, they're answering right back, while Zurgg is just trying to buy some time. But B is left completely open, full rotation here.
Oh, Tokes again.
Tokes popping off on attack. He's going to be running into members in heaven here. Or I thought he was going to have it. That looked so good. Almost had the angle, but Fear just kept rotating.
Uh-oh.
Wasn't able to find success with that showstopper. We now know where he's located. He's kind of cornered here. Admins providing some great cover fire for Tokes. Looking like a rough round again for the side of the Dragons.
Absolutely.
Tokes buying so much time, and Admin showing up to support. Snoops, though, with the flank. Time running out. It's going to be another save from the Dragons.
Yeah, not much choice here.
2 versus 2. Snoops, he looks the right angle here. Find Admins on the exit. Ooh, he knows. Can he get the op in time? He does! Oh! Snoops able to snag that op for himself, which is massive considering the economy on the side of the Dragons. They would not have been able to successfully buy one alongside armor. And now Snoops souping his way over to that op. Snagged
Right
it.
there. We're seeing the Dragons' economy start to suffer pretty hard here as it's dropping round after round after having a pretty good lead.
Yeah, Zurgg now at 0 credits. Fear the meta are the same.
Get out of my way.
They're able to full buy, but it's going to be looking a little rough. Zurgg going to hit by Paranoia. Keeping close. You can only see close angles. Great decision by Zurgg.
For another B execution, so successful.
Yeah, Goblins time and time again going for that B plant, and they're finding a lot of success. Disrupt with the opening frag onto Wendler. Zurgg finally killing Admins, massive, taking down the support player. Both supports down. Sage is the last character you want to find dead on the start of the round for your team. And that's what both teams are finding to be the reality here. Jyair calling out that they're making a play over B again. Tokes again on the backside. Disrupht doing so much work with that Blade Storm. We're getting taken down. Such a huge sweep. This could be the round. Tokes, the last member alive.
Yeah, Tokes is it. It's planted for him. They don't know where he's at. Oh,
Op in hand. He can control it. He has to make these picks count.
now.
Snoops clutching up the round. Op as well. That's the op he grabbed the round before. Admins couldn't, just barely wasn't able to kill him off from grabbing the op. He wasn't going to be able to buy the op. So that play the round before they grabbed that gun at the last second clutches up the victory for the Dragons. 13-11. Such a close match. Even closer than the first game.
What a game.
The story of that game, though, for sure is Fear and Snoops just holding it down. Jyair, Zurgg, and Wendler all had their own picks and significant moments. But definitely the star players, Fear and Snoops, just shy of a 30 bomb apiece. Disrupht really showing up later on. Lugus as well, who's definitely an offensive player. Every time I watch that player play, defense he struggles, but every time offense shows up, he shows up. And grebka might be the opposite. Defensive player and struggles on offense. Tokes holding down the law with that op so often. And we're going to have to see what we can do going into the next game, as we're probably going to have to find some people to fill up. But what a match that game. So good to see.